UFC 296, shockingly good performance for Colby Covington. Oh God, I'm kidding. I'm never gonna live saying that one down online. But anyway, we move on with life. It's all good. Honestly, UFC 296. Let's get right into it, okay? That was embarrassing, yeah? Not just for Colby, but for the UFC. Hear me out here. This is the last pay-per-view of the year. It's been just an awesome year of pay-per-views and upsets. There was so much hype going into it. The prelims, oh Lord, the prelims were so good. The whole thing, the press conference leading into it was amazing. We had two awesome press conferences. Then the very first fight of the pay-per-view, yeah, massive fight. Bryce Mitchell just, oh God, what a knockout. One of the most violent knockouts we have seen in a long time. He's left convulsing on the ground for minutes on end. He got sent up to talk to the Lord. I'm so happy Bryce is okay. I'm so happy Bryce is okay. God damn, Josh Emmett has got a hell of a punch. But then just the rest of the pay-per-view, just what happened, man? What happened? It was so good. We were having so much fun on this channel. You guys were giving me trash for that silly Nate Diaz line that I said in the Leon Edwards is a hypocrite video. We had such a good time watching the post-fight press conference. Everything was so great. The prelims were amazing. And then the rest of the pay-per-view just awful. Awful pay-per-view after that. It was a sleeper. Look, Paddy and Tony, good first round, fun first round. But then it's just Tony on his back for 10 minutes. Going back, always looking for the triangle. Yeah, so Tony's fighting like it's 2015. Like, do not sit, in modern MMA, do not sit on the bottom going for subs. No one, like, stop this in modern MMA. Just lying on the bottom, going for subs. He gets in bottom position. You use the submission attempts to try and create scrambles and get up, okay? In modern MMA. When he does this, when someone's trying to get that Hail Mary triangle or armbar or ankle pick, in modern MMA, in the last 5 years, think about this, it's only really worked like once in 100 times, I feel. Everyone is so good at understanding the positions of jiu-jitsu. We've talked about this many times, that it's really there to create scrambles to help you get up or to finish off an already done opponent. But to just sit on bottom and throw up submission attempts and accept being on bottom, Tony is very used to fighting a different generation of fighter, an older generation of fighter. Like I said, back in 2015. But now that he's in the well-rounded generation, he hasn't caught up to that. And sitting on bottom thinking that you can slice people up like you used to is not working for Tony anymore, right? And David Goggins, okay, just the meme of motivation. Like, what did he do? What did he do? Why was he in the corner? At the end of the first round, he literally said one word: breathe. I love Goggins. I love him, but wow, great stuff, mate. And then let's move on, right? You got Shavkat, Wonderboy. The memes just continue. Wonderboy walks out with Tenacious D, or Tenacious D are waiting for him in the corner. Shavkat walks out like a world beater. And then Shavkat just wet blankets Wonderboy. Look, Wonderboy is a phenomenal karate fighter, but this is MMA. Wonderboy's takedown defense is really good, but he doesn't have any counter grappling. Look at Leon Edwards, yeah? Phenomenal takedown defense, but also counter grappling. He can match you when he needs to, where he needs to. Whereas Wonderboy is just stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. And if someone really wants to take him down, they will. Wonderboy's fighting like he's fighting for karate combat. He's at a karate combat event, and maybe that's where he should go, yeah? As for Shavkat, was that performance impressive enough to skip the queue and get a title shot? No, look, Bilal, unfortunately, is pay-per-view poison, but in a meritocracy, he has done enough to earn a title shot. I'm sorry, but I know there's a lot of Bilal haters out there, but he has done enough to earn a title shot. It is what it is. He's not a very interesting fighter, but what Shavkat just did, we have goldfish memories in this sport. And what Shavkat just did was not enough to jump the queue and get a title shot. So it's just like, Okay, you out-grappled Wonderboy. All right, good. Yeah, and then the code main, yeah, Pantoja versus Royval. It was just sort of, like, flyweight is usually meant to be incredibly exciting, but I think after watching 10 minutes of Paddy on top of Tony and then 10 minutes of Shavkat grappling Wonderboy, it was just a bit like, cool, man, more grappling. I love this. That was great. Can we please pay Rodtang $1 million and bring him over to the UFC and just like in the locker rooms before the fights, be like, don't take him down. Just stand with him. Stand with Rodtang. Can we get some like excitement going again at flyweight? Honestly, I think it was just because there was a little bit of sour taste left in the mouth before the co-main event. And then the co-main event was just a little bit meh. And then we get to the main event, which was also a little bit meh. It just makes me feel like, yeah, that was a bit of a waste, the co-main, wasn't it? But, so let's do it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, the main event, Colby Covington is the classic loudmouth, do nothing. Colby Dylan Dennis Covington. Talking mad trash, getting under everyone's skin, and then when he rocks up on the day, he does absolutely nothing. That was a pathetic performance from Colby Covington. It was embarrassing, right? It was embarrassing. He won the fifth, but honestly, it seemed like he only won the fifth because Leon had just given up and he knew that he had done enough to win and didn't want to take any more damage or risk a loss. And he just allowed it to happen to him that last round. How can you talk that much trash, be that loud, and put in that little amount of effort? Like even his corner at the end, it was either the end of the second round or the third round. I don't remember, but I remember his corner saying this to him, was like, Colby, you're the challenger. We got to start challenging now. You're here to try and win a title, right? Embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I could feel the embarrassment coming off Trump. I believe Trump walked out of the arena or was on the way of walking out of the arena while Colby was doing his post-fight. I was seeing on Twitter, like they were showing Trump and Colby's still on the microphone talking, like just delivering that MAGA-ness. And Trump's walking out. Trump's walking out on him. Like that's how embarrassing it was for him. It was just, God damn. And then to stand up, Colby, with your hands in the air and that big, stupid grin on your face like you've won. It's just embarrassing. And as much as I'm giving it to Colby, not much better from Leon either, right? Like he won, but it was a real leg kicks from range sort of performance, wasn't it? Like it was just very round one, leg kick, play it safe. Let's see, what's Colby going to bring? What's Colby going to bring to me? That was Leon in round one. And the damage that he was doing to Colby's leg, awesome to see. That was the highlight of the fight. But round two was like, oh, you want to clinch, Colby? I'll show you that I can clinch. And then round three was like, oh, you're a wrestler now. Now you want to wrestle me, Colby? I'll show you that I can wrestle. And round four was a little bit of the same of that. And round five was, well, I've won this. From Leon's perspective, was just, I've won this, so Colby can do what he wants. At least Usman would chase the knockout, yeah? Round five, it felt like Leon just gave up the round. He knew he won, didn't want to risk any damage, and didn't want to risk a loss, and just stayed on bottom. And round five from Colby, dude, you cannot think that you were going to win that decision. Round five from Colby, he's just landing like soft ass hammer fists. He's not going for the kill. He knew he needed to go for the kill, and he just didn't. No killer instinct. No killer instinct. The best fight of the pay-per-view was Sean Strickland and DDP in the crowd. Literally. Well, that's not fair. That is not fair to Josh Emmett. That's not fair to, but thank God Sean Strickland was at the show because it gave us something to watch, didn't it? My Lord. And so what is next? What's next for Leon? Well, he did the post-fight presser and they asked him about Bilal and he literally said, I had to wait, so he can wait as well. We will see what else is out there. That's literally what he said. So, just saying, you know, I'm just saying. It is what it is. That's what I said he would say, and that's what he said. So, take that. That's it. That's it. That's UFC 296. That's the last pay-per-view of the year. Honestly, 2023, what bloody year is it? 2023 was a great year for pay-per-views. That was a great card leading up to everything except the pay-per-view. Pre-fight press conference was great. Fight week was great. Prelims were great. First fight of the pay-per-view was great. Rest of the pay-per-view sucked. And that's that. Look, that's why you should watch, if you're a fan of MMA, you should watch One Championship. It's often better than the UFC. They have Muay Thai based backgrounds, which means a lot more striking and a lot less wrestling. They allow knees to a grounded opponent, so you get way more finishes in wet blanket positions. And if someone is wet blanketing and not kneeing, they stand them up. So that's my review of UFC 296. If you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure to hit that sub button down there, and I will see you all in the next video.